data broker tracked the cell phones of visitors to Jeffrey Epstein's private island, where he and associates allegedly sexually assaulted countless women and underage girls. The company behind the tracking, Near Intelligence, left their data exposed online. Wired found it. Near Intelligence is a data broker with ties to U.S. defense contractors. The maps that they generated show how the company diligently tracked Epstein's visitors' movements over a 3-year period of time. The maps also document a trail of data that could possibly lead back to the very places where Epstein's visitors work and live. For example, the maps show how devices moved from the Ritz-Carlton on nearby St. Thomas Island to a specific dock at a nearby marina. From that marina, the data shows the exact route that visitors took to get to Jeffrey Epstein's island. Then, once they were on the island, Near Intelligence tracked his visitors' devices as they wandered around his villa and spent time on the many beaches scattered across his 71-acre property. The data also revealed where the visitors came from. The cell phone signals point to more than 166 locations throughout the U.S., plus cities in Ukraine, the Cayman Islands, Australia, and more. In the U.S., for instance, Near's data pinpoints people to homes in 80 different cities. That includes mansions and gated communities in both Michigan and Florida, homes in Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket in Massachusetts, a nightclub in Miami, and the sidewalk across the street from Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue in New York City. The data compiled by Near captures these movements as far back as July 2016. The data collection ended on July 6, 2019. That's the exact day of Jeffrey Epstein's arrest. Near Intelligence sources its data from advertising exchanges. These are companies that interact with billions of devices as users browse the web and move around the world. The way this works is that before a targeted advertisement appears on an app or a website, your phone sends information about you to real-time bidding platforms and ad exchanges. That data frequently includes location information. While most advertisers will use this data to inform their decisions about whether or not to serve you an ad, companies like Near Intelligence will actually siphon off that information, repackage it, analyze it, and sell it. So officially, this data is only supposed to be used for targeted advertising. But Near Intelligence has previously been caught providing this data to the U.S. military. This usually happens through a maze of obscure marketing companies, cutouts, and conduits for defense contractors. Our reporting shows how the machinery developed to serve us all targeted advertisements is allowing these contractors, companies, and governments to engage in mass surveillance. Absent any laws to stop this from happening, we're going to continue to see ad tech be used in unintended ways. So while this data provides us with crucial information about Epstein's Island, what does it mean for everyone else who owns a smartphone? The short answer is this. Anyone with a phone can be tracked just like the visitors to Epstein's Island. But that doesn't actually mean that there aren't steps that you can take to protect your privacy. You can make sure that you only use trusted apps, you can turn off location services on your devices, or you can use ad blockers. Another thing you can do is you can use VPNs that specifically filter out advertising technology.